And we're live.
We're
Hey
live.
everyone. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Well, look, back again with Hashgraph Hustlers. No guest this time, but it's still going to be your favorite Hashgraph Hustlers host, myself and Ashe. Ashe, how's everything going?
Man, it's going great. It's a beautiful Friday here in Virginia. Power's out at the house right now. We had a terrible storm last night. Thankfully, nothing flooded, and we're at a coffee shop. So I'll stay on mute for a lot today just because there's going to be a decent amount of noise in the background. But yeah, it's good to be back in the saddle again.
Yeah, man, we've got some cool stuff today. I mean, so there was some interesting news from the Hedera developer community over the past few days. For those of you who follow memejob Fund, which is Hedera's culture coin platform, then you might have seen that they just released a new SDK, a new software developer kit, which essentially allows you as a developer to programmatically interact with their smart contracts and their whole sort of their whole protocol. So we're going to be diving into that today. Should hopefully have some fun on testnet, creating some tokens. I will preface this with none of this is ever financial advice. Everything's just going to be on testnet, and we're going to be exploring some of the possibilities, especially within the retail community. And we'll also be diving into the Hedera Agent Kit as well. So we'll basically be coupling up the Hedera Agent Kit. We're going to deep dive into some of the architecture about the Agent Kit and what makes it so suitable for adding new functionality in via a plugin. And obviously this time we'll be building a plugin for the memejob Fund SDK. So that's my bit. Ashe?
Yeah, I think this is a good example of showing the modular approach to the Hedera Agent Kit and how if you have a service on Hedera that you want to get included in the Agent Kit, we're giving you a live demonstration how we're going to do this for the memejob team today using their SDK. But you can do this yourself and submit a PR, and we'll review it and we'll work with you. And ideally we pull it in, and this helps strengthen the Agent Kit because it adds functionality. It just means the agents on Hedera can do more and more and more. So we need the community to start building their own plugins for the Agent Kit because our goal is to make Hedera the best place for agents to come play, create, make money, and manage themselves.
Exactly. So yeah, totally right. This would be a good sort of one-stop shop on how you can extend the Hedera Agent Kit, add your own functionality. And we're doing it with memejob Fund today, but it could be with SaucerSwap, it could be with Bonzo. I know actually Bonzo did raise a PR. I will say there are some refinements going on to the Hedera Agent Kit at the moment. So we're going through a second iteration, and that's going to be, there'll be a new announcement for that next week, which is really exciting. I'm going to be using one of the newer versions, which we haven't made. Well, it's technically public, but this is basically using the latest tech stack to create really amazing AI agents. And yeah, hopefully this will be a great guide for those of you who are looking to build your own plugins. And if you do have any questions, like usual, just drop them below. We can see them on X at the moment. We can see stuff on X. It might be coming through my personal account. Well, I'll try and monitor the Hedera X, and we can hopefully answer any questions as we go. But let's just quickly then let's first head over to these announcements that were made. I'll share my screen and we can see exactly what we're talking about with this memejob Fund SDK. So it's the first learning, and that's really a key part to Hashgraph Hustlers. It's how can we not only build stuff, but how do we break down new concepts? There we go. We can see that. Yeah, perfect. So it's not only just going to be, this is how you do it. It's also how do we approach problem solving with new software developer kits, new APIs. That's a really big thing that I want to try and get across. I was first made aware of this of this memejob SDK through this tweet, I think. So please welcome memejob SDK. What you get, you can create tokens, you can execute buy-sell operations, handle allowances and associations, seamless Hedera and EVM support. Obviously, Hedera is a EVM compatible chain. You don't have to use your typical Hedera interfaces. You can also use things like MetaMask, built in TypeScript. Perfect. Our Hedera Agent Kit is in TypeScript, and some examples to get us rolling fast. So they've got the docs over here. I did briefly look at the docs, and I will say I was really impressed by them. It was very, very straight to the point. So the Fiddler Labs team have done a good job here. Maybe that's why they've been busy, Ash. And and then the other sorry. And then the other thing which I think was interesting is a few ideas which they've given here. So mini games involving meme job tokens. Let's imagine you launched a meme coin or a community coin, culture coin, and want to build a game where people can use certain features in exchange for the coin. The SDK will allow users to do that. That's a really interesting use case, because I guess you could build this into your application logic where actually, yeah, you can then interact with these tokens. What do you think about that, Ash? I'm sure you've got some thoughts over here.
Yeah, you know, the great thing about these meme coin or culture coin launch pads is that they're fair distribution, and having agents be able to manage some of this stuff, I think it's going to open up a lot of avenues for creativity. Of course, you don't have to use an agent. You can just integrate the SDK for programmers out there. But I would love to see, you know, an agent that is specialized, you know, like a plugin like this, where any other agent can just go ask it, like, hey, do this for me. And it'll go do it, and it'll come back. And you know, there you go. We're reducing the barriers of entry for people to be able to do stuff on chain and to have their agents do stuff on chain. So yeah, I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, protocols for tipping agents. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can do that. And then interesting, they've alluded to a poly market. So Boba admits to letting his degen side out to play sometimes on platforms like Poly Market. You can create your own decentralized prediction market using the SDK. That's also quite interesting. I know I know the Hedera Foundation has an interesting pipeline of opportunities, both in the mini game space and also sort of prediction market stuff. So I guess this would be really great. Maybe if we can use this developer ecosystem to help empower some people coming into our ecosystem. What do you think about that, Ash?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what this means yet. Maybe it'll get flushed out once we get into the SDK. But
Yeah.
I'm curious how the memejob SDK can be utilized to build a decentralized prediction market.
Me too. But I'll take Boba's word for it because he's been playing with them. Okay then, so let's have a quick look at the SDK, and then obviously we'll install it, and then also we'll have a look at the GitHub. So we'll have a look at the Hedera Agent Kit and how we're actually going to extend its functionality so that we can include actually include this memejob SDK as a plugin. So let's do a quick first glance over at the docs.
Yeah, before we get into the SDK docs, just take a scroll down to some of the functionality that's already in the Hedera Agent Kit, so that people have a good idea of what we're already starting with.
Yes,
and this is available right now.
Exactly. So if we go, that's obviously I've cloned the repo, but you can use npm install Hedera Agent Kit to get this. Inside of these tools, now I'm a really big fan of this architecture. So again, this is part of this revamp that we've done. On a high level, the Hedera Agent Kit can be used for two things. So the first thing it can be used for is for autonomous agents, where you give your agent an account ID, you give your agent a Hedera account, including the private key, and the agent is then able to autonomously execute transactions without needing to go to the user to then sign a signature. And that we've seen across the board. I mean, Solana have an Agent Kit plugin which does that. Coinbase have an Agent Kit plugin which does that. Where I think, and I've not seen this in other ecosystems yet, might be wrong, but one feature which I really like about this Hedera Agent Kit is the human in the loop aspect, where rather than executing the transaction autonomously, you can actually build the transaction, wrap it up in transaction bytes, and then you can send it over to a client, meaning a user like myself or Ash or you watching, and then using your wallet, whether it be Hashpack or MetaMask or Kabila wallet, whatever wallet you want, you can actually then sign that transaction. So this is sort of a typical human in the loop flow where the human goes, right, this is actually, yes, this is what I want. And our agent kit enables both of them. We've got operational modes for both. All right, then let's have a quick deep dive into some of these tools that get exposed. So, I mean, it's very, very extensive. And one of the improvements that we're working on now is how can we make it a bit more easy to select which tools you want. Because as you can see, we've got, I mean, basically everything that you can do on Hedera, we have available as a tool. So creating topics, deleting topics, getting topic fees, getting topic info, the list goes on for accounts. I mean, approving allowances, getting token info, provoking allowances, etc., etc. There's really extensive set. For HTS, we have all of these. So we've got airdrop token, associate tokens. That should probably be in the account.
And this means that your agent will be able to do all this functionality, right, on chain.
Exactly.
So I mean, just if I think an easy way to think about agents is to personify them just a little bit. Okay, agents are tools for us to use, but they can also like take action, right? And with this agent kit, they're able to transfer tokens. They're able to airdrop tokens. They're able to manage tokens, right? They're able to do a whole lot of stuff. And now today, ideally, hopefully, Jake, fingers crossed, this is the plan. They'll be able to create tokens on memejob and do whatever else functionality if time allows that's included.
Exactly. Let's give a really quick demo as to. So as you can see, we've got these. Let's clear this a bit. So we'll run the auto demo. So this is the autonomous agent mode, obviously because I can't sign the transaction right now. And as you can see, it's loaded 81 tools. So we can do things such as create a Hedera topic. Now, because this is an autonomous mode, the private key, which I've passed in to the environment variable, this is just going to execute the transaction immediately. And as you can see, Hedera topic's been created. We can check out the transaction ID and then go over to, for example, Hashscan. And we can see that we've got this topic create transaction. So over here, it's created this topic ID, brilliant. And as I mentioned earlier, in most use cases, you're not going to need all 81 tools. You might just need the ability to transfer one HBAR to this account, 0.0.800. You might just need the transfer tool or the create fungible token tool. Now, obviously, a limitation with what we have here is that we're only out of the box. We're only providing the basic Hedera, the vanilla Hedera functionality. Where more potential innovation can come from is not just using the vanilla functionality, but abstracting it and interacting with the protocols that implement the vanilla functionality.
Yeah, the dApps, right?
The dApps, memejob fund. So we can now, not only can we create a token, but we can create a memejob token. We can perform a swap on memejob. And that is where actually these agents become even more versatile. So yeah, just to reiterate, that's what we're going to be doing today. What I will do, because these 81 tools are slightly redundant, given we're going to be creating the functionality to interact with memejob directly through the SDK, I'm just going to remove the plugins, the Hedera plugins that we're using. So that can be done in the agent.ts.
Because all functionality that we're going to do today is going to be included in the memejob. But for those listening, there's going to be a transfer function that may not be in the memejob SDK. I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. But where you would want the underlying, native L1 functionality of Hedera that's included in the agent kit. So you may or may not want to comment this out.
It's a really good point. It's a really good point. And to my point earlier, this we are releasing this V2 of the agent kit next week. It will include a refined way of picking and choosing which tools you want. Looking at the SDK now, I guess this is a good time to have a look at it, because here, for example, I guess we've got a quick overview as to what the SDK can provide. So it can simplify the integration of memejob, create and manage tokens. That's what we'd expect. Executing buying set operations, managing allowances. Now, actually, to your point, Ash, the agent kit already exposes managing allowance functionality or managing token associations. That's done by the agent kit. So we wouldn't necessarily need to implement all of it, because actually we can go, right, Hedera Agent Kit already does this. We just want the buy and sell part. Or we just want the create part. And presumably managing tokens, again, we can have a deep dive into it. Maybe managing tokens encompasses transferring it.
Exactly.
Again, we have this already, so we wouldn't need to do that. Ash, what do you think would be a good sort of proof of concept to do to begin with? Which tool should we implement?
I mean, I think it should be the things that we don't already support. So creating a meme job token. Although we do already have create token in the standard agent kit, but this is going to be different because this is creating a token for the meme job platform rather than just natively creating a token. So we should name this differently, create meme job token or something as a function name. And then we need a buy and sell. Execute buy and sell operations against meme job.
Yeah, and I think that would be everything that we need.
I mean, if you go and uncomment our allowances or our associations, stuff like that, then we can already get that out of the box, and maybe for free.
Exactly. Yeah. We shouldn't need to do that twice. So we'll do that. Let's first start off with the create token. I think that makes sense, and then we can look at managing by obviously everything we're going to be doing on the test net. So we need to create the tokens that we then use, and we can also have a quick look into this source code if we're ever getting stuck. But I mean, this is good because I do remember it was difficult to find the memejob ABI, but it looks like now they have the ABI here, which is nice. Memejob.ts. Yeah, cool.
The web opens up.
Yeah, it opens up now. We can do a lot of stuff now. But yeah, if we get stuck, we can look at the implementations. I had a really brief look at the smart contracts and at the docs, and it was great. It looked very, very promising.
So let's get one created.
Let's get into it.
Successfully create one, then we'll try to buy it and then sell it.
Now, what I think I want to do here, so there's a particular approach to vibe coding, which obviously we'll be doing all of this vibe coding. And there's a very powerful approach, and I always lose the repo for it, which I'm a big fan of. I've been using it a lot. It is task development. Tasks. Hopefully it comes. Yes, AI dev tasks. So basically, and I'm going to do some further. I'm going to do some more specific Hedera tasks. I'm going to basically fork this repo. Not now. Another time. We're going to fork this repo and actually create something which is hyper specific to Hedera. But essentially, this particular tool, this particular way of vibe coding, gives a lot of structure. So let's create a folder up here. We'll create our .cursor/rules folder. And inside of this cursor rules folder, I'll explain exactly what this cursor rules folder is. I'm going to pass in these rules. So go over here. I'm going to pass in the create PRD. And obviously, Ash as a product manager, he's going to be all over this stuff. Because Ash, if you actually have you seen this before?
I haven't actually.
You're going to love this, Ash, because it's going to make you like a 10x dev.
Well, what's 10x times 0.001?
Not much, but still more than.
But I'm there. Still 10x though. Still 10x.
Still 10x. So you basically we've got this create PRD, create product requirement document, and then we've got our generate tasks. So this is our taking the PRD, our requirements document, and then generating tasks to actually make that actionable. Generate tasks. So we'll paste that in here, and then the final one is the execute tasks or process task list. And I've been using this a lot, and I will say really impressive because it basically it helps standardize this vibe coding process and making it a bit more methodical and process driven. Process task dash list.mdc. And you'll see exactly how we use it. And Ash, I'm looking forward to creating these PRDs with you, because we'll get Ash's experience when it comes to telling what instructions does the developer, does the junior developer, in this case Cursor, need to be told. We'll save that as well. So the way that you sort of go about using this is you use the generate PRD task first. So let me just get it set up here. We'll zoom in a bit. Hopefully everything's all clear. And you go, okay, well, there's some prompt tips just down here, which I would follow. So we've got use PRD. Here's the feature I want to build. Reference these files to help you. So I'll just copy that in. We'll say use create. Look in there. Let's bruh. There we go. Okay. So we're going to say use create PRD MDC, and we can have a quick look at this file. But essentially it goes, it just tells us goal is to guide an AI assistant in creating a PRD. So we're using AI to generate this PRD. It's going to receive our prompt. It's going to ask for clarification questions. This is a prompt engineering tip that I'm a big fan of, telling the AI to ask you questions so that you can get further information to really improve the quality of that prompt. Then the generate the PRD, save the PRD, cool. So this is sort of the structure. I plan to create a Hedera specific version of this for future hackathons, but we won't do it now. Ash, were you going to jump in there?
No. Hold on. I'm going to go and chat with peeps.
Yeah, so we'll then go. So here's the feature I want to build. I create a new plugin for a Hedera protocol called memejob fun, which exposes the memejob SDK as tools for an AI agent.
Yep.
I'll chuck in the docs for memejob fun, because this usually the AI agent can search the internet.
It'll be interesting to see if it can view that page, or if we need to attach it somehow to the context window.
Yeah, and if not, we can progressively give it a bit more context as well, if worst comes to worst. Okay, so we've got that. That's the feature we want to build. I think specifically the tools we should actually, okay, let's do this. We'll start off with create token and then buy sell. So we'll just go, we need the following tools: create token, buy sell, and then I'll send the docs for those specific tokens.
And since this is the PRD, we can include all the functionality, whereas typically, if we were just vibe coding this, we would just start with create token and try to limit the scope a bit.
Right. Totally right. Exactly. Because this is the PRD, we can give everything. And then when it goes on to the tasks, as we'll see, it will break it down into what we would usually use as the prompts.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have, create a new plugin for Hedera protocol called memejob fun, which exposes the memejob SDK as tools for an AI agent to use. The tools we need to begin with are one, create token, create memejob token specifically.
Yep.
To buy memejob token.
Yeah, just buy, and then we'll have sell.
So memejob token. And then for the docs, I'll go over to the relevant section. So we've got create token guide over here. Very nice. For buy, that was create, for buy tokens over here, perfect. And for sell tokens, look at that, it's worked out. exactly as we planned. And then here we go, reference these files to help you. So we're going to reference, I think what will be useful is we're going to reference the example Hello World plugin that's been implemented over here. I'm just going to override this. There should be a override function there. Override declaration there. And then we have the LangChain demo. This is where we're actually going to be passing in our zoom out a little bit. So this is where we're actually going to be passing into our Hedera conversational agent. We're going to be passing in our plugin in this particular block of code, and that's all that we actually need to do. I mean, this is the beauty of this architecture, is that in order to add additional functionality, you just need to create a plugin. And if we have a look at that plugin, this is its own class which extends the base plugin. This base plugin is provided inside of the SDK. And then you just need to add these tools. Now, these tools follow the LangChain or the LangGraph tool. These tools follow the LangGraph sort of spec, essentially.
Yep.
Or maybe not. I might be wrong, actually. Maybe it's his own one. But whatever. It's standardized, it's well documented. So we'll use this as context. We'll say reference this as like an example plugin, and obviously we'd expect it to realize, okay, I need to create my own tool for X, Y, and Z.
And can we just tell it the file name? Does
yes.
it have full visibility of our structure, or our file structure?
Yeah. So what we can do here is we can just go, okay, use well, yeah. Test.
Jake, we're not vibing.
Bro, there's no music, is there?
We're not vibing.
Dude.
Just coding.
Dude, what are you doing?
Oh,
nah, we need to restart.
I knew something was not right. I knew something was off. Okay, hold on.
Okay. Let me get this
take
up.
a deep breath. My goodness.
Okay, where are the tunes at? You know, we've got some other tunes as well now.
We should go to something we know right now. We should,
yeah.
We
just got sound effects.
Okay.
Oh, too much. Air horn. Too much. You go first.
No, I would just say we've been slipping on our vibe.
Rose, literally.
We jumped right into it. We were so excited. There we go.
Oh yeah, 20 is good. 20 volume. Okay.
All right.
Now we're cooking. Yeah. Now we're cooking. So test. Yeah. So to your point earlier, what are you saying on this volume, by the way? This volume okay on your side?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah. So as we were saying earlier, you can just reference the file. So I've got the mock plugin or test plugin reference example, and yeah, you can just tag it over here. And because this is an AI agent, because this is the cursor AI agent, not only can it see the file that we give it, but if the AI agent decides, okay, I need to get some more information, it would be able to maybe look at some of the dependencies which it uses, or it would be able to search some of the other files. So with this in mind, I mean, this is really all that we need. What I will say is I have found that occasionally, not all the time, but occasionally when creating a PRD with a lot of context, sometimes it kind of skips the PRD rule. And I'm thinking maybe because we've got these websites and also this, maybe we might need to do a bit of back and forth. But let's see if it's processed it correctly. Success would be if it returns a response saying, ask these clarification questions. So that would be proof that this cursor rule, this generate PRD cursor rule, has worked successfully. That seems like shorter than usual. Okay.
I think we got that loop.
So yeah, I'm hoping as part of this planning, it realizes I need to ask some follow-up questions.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Clarify. Perfect. Just what we need. That's what we need. Oh, it's a bit laggy.
What LLM are you using?
So this is using O3 at the moment. There's bro, I was using. So fortunately, because O3, OpenAI reduced the cost of O3 by I think something like 10%. That's sorry,
It's like 80% or something.
Yeah. Sorry. So they reduced it to 20% of the original cost. Whatever. They made it a lot cheaper. So now it comes outside of your subscription. But I was trying Claude 4 Opus, which as you can see is max only, which means you basically just get paid. You get charged for usage, and I think they charge like a 1.2x multiplier on what you use. Obviously, they need to make a profit.
Yeah.
Bro, I was using this. I was burning like $1 every 30 seconds. I was absolutely shredding it. But O3 is part of the
now O3 is part of the subscription.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, then. So here we go. We've got some really extensive questions, and I think it does often say, feel free to once have your answer. Okay, so let's go through this. I think it's best to be proper, and then generally what I do is I use O3 to create the documentation, to create the tasks, and then I use Claude 4 Sonnet to actually do the implementation. The reason for that is Claude 4 Sonnet's a bit cheaper. It's a bit quicker. And O3 on the other side, it's a bit slower, but it's a bit better at sort of identifying what to do when there's a bit of uncertainty. So obviously here, yes, we're giving an answer, but there's an element of reasoning and deep reasoning that needs to be done, which O3 is really good at. Whereas Claude 4 Sonnet, it's great for, okay, here's what you need to do, boom, 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 do it. And it's quicker.
Right, so it's just asking us to confirm these?
So literally, these are questions for us. So to create a clear, actionable PRD, I need to gather a bit more detail. So we need to ask the problem goal. Give agents the ability. Oh, nice. It looks like it's given us actually sort of. Yeah. It's helped us with answers as well. So the goal is give agents the ability to create, buy, and sell. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah,
so
I would just confirm 1A.
Yeah, 1A. 2 primary users will be developers integrating Hedera Agent Kit to AI agents. I think they must have. Sorry, I'm just going to check over at the. Here we go. It looks like they've improved the task generation stuff because I've been using an old version. Interesting. It looks like they this giving you answers I've not seen before, which is nice. Okay, anyway, sorry, let's go back. So yeah, primary users A, B, or C.
I think it's developers integrating Hedera Agent Kit into their AI agents. No, I don't think that's it. I think it's B, 2B.
I think it's B because we are the developers, but the users will be there. So 2B.
Right. Yeah.
Core functionality, which parameters must the agent supply? Okay, so for this, I think we'll probably, hang on. So, let's have a look at the API. Let's have a look at the docs. Wow, that's cool. So it's obviously searched it correctly because it goes over here and says core functionality. Which parameters must the agent supply? Name, symbol, memo, and that's over here. Memo, and then referrer, amount, distribute rewards. That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we keep it simple though, and just go with whatever the minimum.
Yeah. Let's just keep it. What I was impressed about there is that it's obviously interrogated the docs. It's obviously searched the docs. So that's really nice. Yeah. Okay, for core functionality for buy tool, required amount only. I think again we'll just keep it simple.
Yep.
Likewise with the sell. Now I don't understand. Let's have a quick look at the.
Yeah, because it's not asking for the contract address for the token ID.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, what are the required params for buy and sell?
Okay. Okay, cool. So but first you get the token instance. So that this buy method is actually a this is actually a method on that token object, which you get.
Oh,
Yeah, so they've got their own. That's nice.
but what if you're not creating? You just want your agent to buy and sell though.
That's fine because you call this get token over here. So you just pass in now.
Oh, I see.
So I mean, what I
okay.
think.
You know what would be interesting is if there was like an index of
Yes.
token
Name.
names and
Yeah.
address.
Yeah. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. Maybe we can look at that later on as an evolution. But I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're watching this, Tudor and co, that would be a nice feature to have there, having like an internal mapping of popular tokens to token IDs. That'd be great. Should we tell them that on our next call? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
So I guess just required amount for sale.
Yeah. Just what did I do?
Tokens,
yeah.
An object. An object.
Yeah. Correct. I hope they're watching this.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Attentively.
We don't have any mention of memejob in the.
We don't. I know. That's all right. We'll have better naming convention.
Yeah. H accelerate's good. Maybe in some of the separate stuff we've got it. Okay, then acceptance criteria. Ash, I'll leave it. Well, I guess they've just given us options, isn't it? It's like.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, definitely A. I mean, we want the receipts, integration test, covering create. Yeah, I think B as well. Probably just A and B would be fine.
I think same as what I'm thinking. I mean, bro, it's just literally you just don't need to think at all. Because when you get AI to create the prompts, when you get AI to do the thinking, you just literally yes, no.
We can't admit that yet because this is how humanity becomes the bootloader for digital intelligence.
Yeah. You're a bit muffled, Ash. By the way, a bit muffled, but I think I caught that. Out of scope items, non-goals, reward distribution logic. Yeah, don't need any of that. I think again, just none of the above. Or upload meta. Yeah, let's do.
Well, I imagine we're going to need IPFS, like API key or something. It'd be good to go look at the SDK and see how metadata is already uploaded.
Yeah, good show. So token metadata over here. It's nice code, man. It's nice code. Yeah, you need to have your own. Let's skip this for now. We can just take some generic token metadata and do this. But I will say, look, Buildler Lab, I'm very impressed by this, by the quality. It's nice and simple, and easy to understand. I guess it's a pretty simple interface, isn't it? But still.
Yeah, it should be.
Out of scope goals, none of the above. We don't want to do that. We can integrate token metadata down the line. Data return to agents. Good question. I know what I want here.
I mean, we should already have the receipt, the transaction receipt.
Yeah.
And so I guess we could parse that out or something. It would be nice to have a plain text, summary.
I think B. So this is what this data returns. This is what we give to the AI agent, who then creates that plain text summary. So for that, it would make sense to do a custom summarized JSON.
Yeah, I agree.
9. I mean, damn, bro, these questions are good. Error handling strategy. Error handling. Propagate SDK errors directs the error. Wrap errors and symbolize. I think. Wrap errors and I think B here. I mean, it kind of seems similar to me.
Yeah, no, I don't understand the difference.
I guess maybe B's a bit more graceful and then A's. Whatever. Success metrics. Deployed agents can execute 100 create. I think just 90. Yeah, we'll do A because we've done number 6. We did say integration.
So we may not even need that one, but because we've already got integration tests.
But this is the pass rate. This is how often they're. So it should be over 90% are integration, shouldn't it?
Sure.
And hopefully that this will also create the prompts, all of that stuff. Edge cases. Let's forget about edge cases for now.
Just not.
I'm just totally omit it. And then 12 technical design configurations.
I would explicitly call out for 11. I would say don't handle edge cases or something.
No edge cases need to be considered. What I will just quickly say, there's a QR code right over here. This QR code you can scan to go over to the Hedera Playground or the Hedera Smart Contract Builder. If you don't know, the Hedera Playground, we actually used this in the most recent Hashgraph Hustlers stream with the guest Lincoln from Coinbase Developer Platform. And we used it to really quickly create tokens. Lincoln was very impressed by it. It's a very impressive application. It's a super nice user experience to quickly spin up tokens like this, click execute, and then boom, you have your token created just by clicking a few buttons. I'd also give a quick plug to the contract builder as well. You can compile smart contracts. You can add lots of different typical conventional standards and then deploy it, verify on Hashscan. It's really nice. Just want to give a quick plug. Again, you can scan that QR code up there. We're probably also going to have links in the description, but check them out. It's not just good for people who are getting started with Hedera. It's also really great for those of you who are maybe already experts on Hedera. I mean, I use it all the time because if I want to really quickly create a script which does creating a token, then transferring it and whatever, I can just map it out in here, and then I can test and iterate. So I think this one over here, this one we've got is the developer playground, I believe. That's Jay cool, bro. All right, so let's get back to the stream. So we're not going to do that. We're going to go back to the code. We're going to keep going with our PRD. So we have 12, no edge cases, 12 technical design considerations. Follow the path. Yeah, just follow the pattern, man. Just follow the pattern.
We're going to one-shot this.
Yeah, I think it will. And then we have, what do we have over here? Create the tool here, context, list.tools, get tools, return list.tools. Basically, yeah, I think this is good. So we'll just do the same pattern. So again, this isn't going to write the code. This is going to create the task list, and it also does this in 2 steps. So it will generate the PRD from here. And then after we generate the PRD, we can then go, right, using the PRD, create the task list. And even within that, even within the task list, you can break it down even more. So it gives sort of the high level tasks, make sure everything's sounds good. And then it takes you on to the subtasks, which is quite a nice thing, because you can also edit those main tasks before proceeding to the next step. Wow, that's quick. That was quick. Let's have a quick look at this. So, we'll read it in a. Here we go. This is our PRD. I'm going to zoom out of it. Okay, so. memejob fun plugin adds 3 new Hedera Agent Kit tools. Correct. Create, buy, and sell. Yep. Expose 3 high-level tools. Create memejob token. Buy memejob token. Sell memejob tokens. AI agents.
Yep.
That all looks good. Follow the existing plugin convention used there. Correct. User stories. As an end user interacting with an AI agent. That's why I asked this for our end user. I need a new memejob token when I ask, so that I can launch a novel meme economy on Hedera. As an end user, buy. As an end user, I want to sell. Yep. So I guess right, I'll call this out now. potentially we're going to need to add some extra context over here. We might need to bring back that documentation link purely because obviously we're not actually there's no real details on the have the Builder Labs SDK, but in terms of actually how that Builder Labs memejob SDK works, it doesn't really capture it inside of here. So we might
Did you npm and pull in this SDK so far?
Not yet. It will do that itself. It will do that itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, but I think generally speaking, I'm pretty happy with that PRD. So we can now go. What do you think? Is there anything that you want to change here, Ashe?
No, I think it's a great start.
Yeah. Okay. So now
pretty impressive too.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, it's better than some humans, isn't it?
I don't know what's more interesting. Developers being able to use product AI tools or product people being able to use dev AI tools. We're combining. Oh,
good question. I think, well, I mean, which one do you think would be more powerful? Which one? Which?
I'm thinking. It really depends on where AI is best at. I think both can be really powerful. It's like, are these LLMs, are these tools better at continually wanting to get clarity from like the developer so that they can strengthen their product mindset and build that TRD? Or are they going to be better at getting that up front from an experienced product manager, all the requirements and stuff like that, and then just being able to do all the code? I don't know. Or is it just going to do both of them and you and I are going to be at the beach? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Well, it's like the clarity up front, that's the product side typically. And then the implementation, which is the dev side typically. I mean, I think in the next couple of years, we're going to see it just really great on both sides.
Yeah. Well, I need to try. So I've been hearing a lot of hot stuff about the terminal agent space again. So obviously, CLI, but Claude Code is very amazing. Gemini, Google just released theirs, but also there's an open source one as well. There's an open source one which is cool. I'm not sure, but apparently it's just like unbelievable. The open source one.
I don't know I'm not sure what the value add is of using a CLI agent like that rather than just using having the chat interface inside your IDE.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my thought as well. It's why I've not had too much drive to test it out. But I've heard that, particularly with Claude Code, I've heard that it's just better at indexing the files, which is quite important. So I think both have a place, and in some tasks.
I'm just curious what the user experience is in the CLI tool, because it's not like you're going to be jumping into Vim as your editor.
No, exactly. Well, but I guess some people do. I mean, like I'm currently using Vim over here. This is all with my keyboard. Like I've got my Vim config set up over for. So here, for example, to search files, I just press +FW, and then I don't have to use the mouse at all. But I don't think that's where it replaces it, because you do a CLI prompt and it just writes the code, so it's not even going. Yeah. Okay, so it's generating these tasks over here. This one's thinking a bit more. There we go. Nice. So, okay, cool. It's got the file directory sorted out. Let's have a look over here. So, yeah, something which I like as part of this task list, which obviously we're then going to start using now to execute the tasks synchronously, is that it has this sort of section at the top, this note section, where every time it makes a change, if relevant, it will add a file up here, it will add notes up here, that sort of stuff, which I think is quite handy. But if we look at the tasks here, I mean, this is sort of the directory, the file directory, which looks good. I'm probably going to remove the unit tests just because it's going to mock stuff and I can't be bothered for that. We'll just focus on the integration tests.
Yeah.
And on this side of things,
I assume that the memejob team has deployed their contracts to testnet, and those are available to us.
I'm going to assume so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it mentions testnet in the docs. I mean, I'm pretty sure it does, yeah. Yeah, they definitely will have contracts on testnet. There's no way they went in blind. So task scaffold memejob plugin, create that extending base plugin with ID to implement initialize. Add, yeah, that looks good. Okay, so this is the scaffolding. This is where we may need to bring the docs back in, because I'm gonna, usually what I do is I usually do this in a new context window, just so it's a bit more focused on the task. And I guess potentially in this context window, yes, maybe in this context window we'll have the links, but when I move it to a new one, when I go to these tasks, we can maybe even do a comparison. We could check it, because I know that Cursor have this memory thing as well, and I'm pretty sure that's activated for me. So I guess, yeah, let's do that. We'll test it without doing the links. Let's first of all go
and just have it target. Okay, we're working on task one now. So
we'll do task one is just scaffolding, so that's really easy. Let's go do task one following process task list, and then I'm going to also add a point. Don't do the entire subtask without asking for permission. Sometimes it asks for permission for each one to make sure it's all good. But yeah, if we go back over here, so yeah, I've removed that unit tests. Yeah, we can do a test with the URL for the docs, then compare that without, or sorry, we'll do first without and then compare that with, see if there's success. And then, right, yeah, let's delete these unit tests. Don't want to do that. Right unit tests, cool. Right integration tests, update documentation and dependencies. Probably just going to leave this one as well, because I'm not going to push it, so it's going to waste of time. There we go, but it is cooking. So we've got, as you can see, it's doing a lot of stuff already. So we can review the next file. It has, yeah, so it's setting up this memejob fun plugin, which has its.
It's great. It's great that we added the Hello World template plugin in there for both for developers, but also for AI agents.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. And as you can see, it's sort of, this is failing because it doesn't exist yet, but I think, well, it probably does now. But so we've got our plugins repo. So it's actually created its own folder here. Plugins, create its own folder here, plugins, which is good. Oh no, sorry, that was already there. This was already created. But
yeah,
then we have,
created its own.
Yeah, that was already created. So we have the memejob fun plugin, and then what else do we have? So right, instead of these don't exist yet, but the next task, since all subtasks are now complete, let's implement task 2. Let's do it. I'm happy with that. It's obviously coming up as an error because it's not been created yet, but we just go. And by the way, see how much quicker that was because we're using Claude 4 Sonnet.
Oh yeah.
So let's just go. Let's do task 2 now. Usually, I might do this in a new window. Sometimes I don't. It really is kind of just my feel. Like sometimes I do it in a new context window. Sometimes I won't here because they're so tightly coupled in that the previous context really does help the future context. I decided to keep it the same. But notice that we didn't add in the extra Notice we didn't add in the URL. So, it didn't install.
It didn't install the SDK.
No, it didn't install the SDK, so we can do that. It might figure out here that it's not done it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll be a good test to see if it knows that it doesn't have that SDK available.
Yeah, hopefully. So it's creating the tools. So I'll implement task 2. Let me examine base video transaction. Yeah, nice. It's done that. Okay. So yeah, it's got to this. Yeah, here we go. It's got to this memejob SDK interface. So if we look at over here, yeah, this is. Oh, okay. Oh, it's importing it there. I don't know if that's really necessary. Hedera based query tool. So it looks like it's done it correctly. I mean,
it imported the SDK to a strange spot.
Say that again.
Where did it import the SDK?
It's done it dynamically. This is rather than doing it at the top of the file, you can do it where it does it at runtime.
Oh, I see.
That is, I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why it's done that. Why has it done a unit test? I told it not to do unit test. Is there any more unit tests?
And why did it create? Oh, I see. Okay, each action has its own file. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this turns out because I need to first install it. Let's install that. Well, let's let it run it. It might do the. It might fix the linting afterwards.
Did you ever get your mouse replaced?
What's that again? Did I get
your mouse replaced?
No, man. I'm still using this. Definitely.
Ooh.
Right, it's really difficult as well, actually, because even missing that. I will get a new one eventually. Okay, so it's done to be
like a GoFundMe or something. Did Amazon not deliver to the UK?
HBAR price is pretty low now. Right. Okay, so it's done. It says it's done task 1. It's not figured out that this has been imported, but it does look like it has. It does look like it's got the interfaces right. Assuming, well, it says assuming though. So MJ client. I mean, if it's, yeah, it's not done it right. Look, it's totally botched it. Totally hallucinated. And that's because we didn't give it the context. So we're going to have to just totally rebuild this. It's absolutely, yeah. And it might have even, yeah, this is terrible. So let's reject all, and we'll go back. We'll go back over here. I think first thing that I'll do is I'll install the. Let's just install it manually so we don't have to get AI to do it. Hashgraph has already got, so we'll go npm install. npm install Bidler Labs memejob SDK. And I also don't know. Oh no. Oh, that's brilliant. Cannot find package meow. input. Let me go.
What is package me out?
Well, it
Is
looks
this
like a dependency which maybe we need to.
should that? Oh, when you this is a dependency in the memejob SDK.
Yeah, so I guess I don't know. Maybe they've not. Well, I think they should probably. If this works, then they should. No, it still does. No. Oh, bruh. It has gone past it. Why is it not installing all of the? I wonder if it's good. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's just do all of this. I mean, you'd expect standalone it should work, but let's just no.
Uh,
Oh, god damn it. Conflicting. Oh, this is a nightmare. Let's forth legacy PDFs. Yeah, this is very strange. There's an issue with the. I wonder if there's any issues in GitHub. Yeah. Okay.
There's just some libraries that the Builder Labs SDK is using, and they're not being properly pulled in.
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of like I'm having to do these manually. So if I go now npm install app Builder Lab, it's going to go to the next one. It's going to say you need to install OpenAI, TypeScript, whatever. So like it should obviously be out of the box.
Is this something that we're not doing right, or is this
No.
aren't defined correctly in the SDK?
Yeah, I think it's in the library, in the Builder Labs library. It should give it as like a peer dependency. There we go. Now it's working. So okay, I'm going to create an issue for this.
Yeah. You should take a screenshot and add it to the description showing that we're on stream.
That adds some fire under the. Just goes to show you that. I mean, even like it's human error, isn't it? AI wouldn't have done this.
AI wouldn't have done this. Well, I don't know. Maybe it would have right now.
Maybe it was AI.
Yeah. Maybe by like 2027 it won't. We hope.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got.
Or maybe AI did do this.
Exactly. That's what I think. SDK depends on Meow and SDK. Let's switch up the tunes as well. Media assets.
I'm still waiting for you to spell that word for me.
What word? Tunes.
Yeah.
TUNES. Tune. Like the Brit. That's the Queen's English, mate. English. Yeah. Queen's English. King's English.
King's English now.
Yeah,
right.
man. Get to know. None of this. Yeah, tunes, bro. Dude.
None of it.
Dude, what tunes you got on, dog?
Not the. Don't pronounce the T. That's actually in the word. Right?
No, it's tunes.
Yeah.
By you. Yeah.
It's the substitute. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. How do you say substitute?
Substitute. No, it's still just the T. Substitute.
You're talking to an Englishman, mate. Your ancestors. Where's your great granddad from?
Yeah, UK.
UK lad, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
mate, he would be absolutely turning his grave hearing you pronounce it like that. Well, he'd probably like Liverpudlian or something in it. Do you know where he's from? Was he one of the Protestant? I think there was a lot of like hard-line Protestants who kind of got kicked out of England.
I like to think he was a rebel.
A rebel, yeah. I think a lot of the sort of first generation American immigrants were quite rebellious.
Got that rebel in our genes. Got that free market in our blood.
The libertarianism.
That's right.
Man. Okay. All right. Let's get back to coding, man. SDK depends on Meow and OpenAPI TypeScript. Install fails with Node v23 if the above aren't installed. Okay, let's create that. Should I do the screenshot?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, look, there's a quick plug. Let's go. Scan the QR code above for Hedera Developer Playground.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
That's it. That's good. You got, mate. Always got to have a call to action. Always got to have a call to action.
Yeah. The original call to action is fix the dependencies, but the second call to action is
Sign up.
check out the
Scan the QR code. Traditional dev. Check out the Hedera Developer Playground. Okay, so we've got that ready. So we've installed it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our original prompt, and we are going to, rather than just saying do it, we're going to say let's do task 2 using this documentation as context, which is really important because when we didn't have this documentation in context, it just totally botched it. So we've got a great question for someone who has continue revert. Someone's just joined the stream, so not Tyler. It's not a selfish question at all. There's probably 100 other people like you. What are you working on? So we're using the Hedera Agent Kit, which is Hedera's Agent Kit, and we are leveraging that AI agent framework. We're building some custom tools, and today we're going to be building this plugin, which is actually a set of tools for the memejob Fun SDK. So if you don't know, memejob Fun is one of the top protocols in the Hedera network. They recently just released a software developer kit, and basically as soon as you have a software developer kit, that means you can start interacting with the protocol programmatically, and that also means AI agents can use it. So we're going to play around with that, and we're making some decent progress in it so far. So yeah, we've I guess just to add a bit more context how we're doing it. Obviously we're vibe coding, that's how we roll over here, but more importantly we are using this relatively novel approach when it comes to vibe coding, which is task-driven development. So it's the new TDD, not test-driven development, task-driven development. We use AI to create a PRD, a process product requirement document. We then generate the tasks from that, and then we're implementing those tasks one by one. So we're not even having to write the prompts here because AI is just writing the prompts, and that's kind of the thing which I quite like about it. And it's very, very, very structured. I mean, Ash, this is the first time you've seen this TDD. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, overall, I think it's wonderful. I mean, any product person needs to jump in here and take a look at this. This is, I mean, 10x what we would have been able to have done if we were doing it all manually. Sure. Especially the way that it asks for feedback, clarity. That's really impressive. You know, one of the things that I've struggled with AI at times is its definitive nature in its answers. And I've long thought that AI would be much more intelligent if it was a bit more curious.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just looking at this over here. It looks like it's telling us to pass the contract ID, but it's not given us the testnet contract ID. And I wonder if, which is quite annoying because these docs should have.
That's the contract ID for their contract, or is?
Yeah, it'll be for their contract, exactly that. Yeah, exactly that. So
Yeah, I wonder why they put a
Duration.
placeholder ID there rather than just their real contract ID on chain.
Well, yeah, but also what it means that either we have to find the contract ID at some point, or we have to find the contract code and then deploy it.
Well, I mean, it should already be deployed on chain, so we just need a contract ID. What I'm saying is it's odd that there's a placeholder there instead of their real contract ID.
Yeah. So and that means we need to then find it, and I don't know exactly where it is. I don't know exactly where it is. I wonder, there must have some integration tests in here. Examples. SRC, EVM associated native create. Oh, hang on. I think they have a test net. Just trying to find. They do have their own config somewhere.
Yeah, but it looks like it's not passed in as an environment file. It's just defined right there in line.
In their tests, they had. Oh no, sorry. Where was it? Yeah, EVM.
Yeah, native create. Oh
Like
wait, native create versus EVM create. Oh, that's interesting.
Where's this contract? Oh, okay. Oh, they do have it. There's a contract deployment. Okay, cool. There's a contract deployment up here. Okay, good. That's great. That's good. So we have nice, and it's imported at the top up here, which is much better too. Okay, so I guess look, we've for those of you who sort of we've had a bit of a detour. We tried doing task 2 without passing in the doc, and it, as you would kind of expect, it just totally hallucinated. We've now passed in the docs, and it's looking much better. It's looking much better now. So we've created the actual token tool. We have it's created the test unit test, but whatever. And then it's also updated the file with all of these. See, I thought I removed it, but I must have missed this one. Okay. But that's great. So it looks like it's done a really good job. We can actually test this out now then. But as you can see, it's got it right essentially. And up here, when it says contract ID, let's accept this file, and then let's go. We'll just hard code it in for testnet for the time being. So we have. Let's go. Whatever. Okay, strange. But then here, I think if we go contract, well, let's accept. So there is this import of contract deployments.
Yeah.
There we go. So contract deployments dot testnet dot contract ID. Spot on. And this is a string, so we pass them there. Amazing. Now, obviously, it would be better to do this based on the. Well, actually, what we could do here is we could go. Yeah, there we go. Nice. We could actually say. We could actually we could actually dynamically set it.
Yeah.
I mean,
where we're get chain. Yeah, we're just using.
So basically, this is just a little JavaScript TypeScript trick where obviously you can go contract deployment. I don't know why it's not auto correcting here. You can do contract deployments. Oh, that's purpose. And then you could say you could do .testnet, or you can do testnet like that, or you can actually pass in the string that the network provides, and this sort of makes it nice and dynamic. So I quite like that approach. All right. Hopefully that works. If something goes wrong, it might be over here, but it's looking like it's set up correctly. We have this create token, and then we have the receipt, execute query. So this is our meme job fun create token in the meme job namespace. Looking pretty decent. Okay, let's keep just going on then.
I doubt there's a testnet version of the UI for memejob.
I think there was in the past.
Was there? I'll go try to find.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. If you can have a look for that, that'd be great. So we've done generate. No, let's have a look at our tasks down here. Tasks. So we've got. Okay. Implement by meme job tool. Cool. Define Zod schema optional referrer. Return somewhere. Okay. Write integration tests. Okay. Cool. Let's just first then, I'm gonna let's test it. I think we can test it now. We can actually just go create meme job tool and then comment these out and comment this out. And then what's this take? This takes Hedera. Okay, let's just get at that. Cool. Hedera kit. Why is that not working? So uniform plugin. Ah, it was exporting it. Oh, it's exported the wrong name. Create meme. Okay, let's actually then go. Okay, so we've got that. Let's should actually be able to delete this. And then if we look at the constructor over here, we pass in params. Params is base Hedera query. This, for some reason, Hedera Kit is not existing plugin context. I'm just going to have a look at the example. Interesting. Override. Strange. Just trying to figure out basically why this is throwing an error. It looks like there doesn't need to be any. An argument was not provided for params. Once create meme. Ah. Export class. Constructor. So for some reason, this one has a. Oh, I was looking at the wrong. Here we have it. Params. Okay. Say hello to. Say hello to Hedera Agent, Hedera Kit. Okay, it looks like I've just got it. Let's go back. There we go. Huh.
Just create a testnet account to see if I can log in to the memejob fund. There is no testnet.memejob.fund.
Oh, really? Is it like, is there, because I do remember when they launched, I think they launched in testnet first. Okay. Right, so I think I've followed the pattern. Hello World plugin. Super params. Passing the Hedera Agent Kit. This tools with Hedera Agent Kit. Okay. Okay. I think this might be right. I think we can probably test this out, you know. I think this is in a position where we could test it out. So I want to just run npm run demo. No, obviously we need to go over to this LangChain demo and actually import our memejob fun plugin. So let's do that. And we've done that. So let's run the demo. So now at the moment, I did remove all of the Hedera tools. This is hard coded in, but there's no tools at the moment. If we go, it's got a hello world tool. This hello world tool is a simple plugin that says hello. So we can say hello to J. Cool. And this should really cool the using the hello world plugin. Oh, that's weird. Hello world plugin isn't it? Huh? Okay. Yeah, whatever. Let's try the create meme job token. Let's try go create a meme job token. I'm hoping it comes back saying you need to give the right information. No. Okay. Did I remove the other stuff? It might be in these system prompts, you know. Hedera conversation agent. Yeah, there's a lot of system. Remove.
No testnet version of memejob, and I cannot log into their UI with a testnet account. So receipts are all we'll have to confirm.
That's fine. We can have a look at the smart contract. We can have a look at the on-chain activity. Remove the system messages here. I wonder if, and then also. I have heard Hashgraph from my friends. Arjuna, that's brilliant to hear. I thank your friends for sharing you about Hedera Hashgraph, and I thank you for joining us. Definitely learn. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us, and we're here to help. Right, so what am I looking at here? Idiot. I'm such a moron. Bruh. So look, I've printed out the plugin tools in it, so it's not, there's no, yeah, that's just me being a bug. We go dot plugin tools here. Okay, yeah, that's why. And then I've removed all of that stuff. This start constructor. Okay. Maybe I didn't need to do this. Let's just run it now. So I guess what I'll do is I'll first go npm run demo. So we'll try first the the hello tool. So let's just say hello the J cool. Now hopefully it picks up the yes. Here we have it. Perfect. So as you can see, it's filled it out. This message is from the hello world plugin. So now we can try.
Did you uncomment out all the tools, so all 81 standard tools are available?
No. What I did was I just did there's the core kit tools, and then there's the plugin tools, and that's obviously come from the loaded plugins which we passed in. But we're going to be rejigging this how it works to make it a bit more easy to do sort of on the constructor level. Now, if we have a look at the terminal, so we've got it working. So now I'd expect if we say create a meme job token.
And you've instantiated the agent with its own private key and account already?
Yes. So that should be part of the Hedera Agent Kit. That's a good point. Let's just YOLO it to begin with, and then we can have a look closer at the execution.
Sure.
But create a meme job token. Now, this time it should come back saying I need the minimal meme job stuff. So that's, I think, name, amount. So it's maybe
where did we add the description to wrap this action?
Yeah, so that should be over here in this. Let's close all. Close all. So we have tools, HTS, meme job, create meme job. And over here, name, symbol, metadata URI.
Oh, there we go. Creates the meme job token.
Yeah. We have that, and then obviously there's also the plugin. There's the actual plugin file as well, which is separate, and you can have them in the same file or separately. It's not the end of the world. But over here, so yeah, plugin for buy and create. Now, did it do it correctly, or did it just hallucinate? I guess we can find out. Let's dig into that. I want to just answer quickly one of the person in the chat's questions. Do you have a community that I can join and learn from? Yes, we do. So you can check out the Hedera Discord. That's a really great place to get started. I'm going to actually just put a link in our description. Hedera Discord, hedera.com/discord. You can head over to the Hedera Discord. You can join it from there. Feel free to sort of ask any questions. I'm in the Discord. I often check it. And also we have hackathons coming up. We've got one hackathon which is starting in about 3 weeks' time, Hello Future Hackathon. If you just search online, Hello Future Hackathon, you'll be able to find it and sign up. $150,000 worth of prizes. And again, loads of mentorship there. You'll be able to build a product from scratch and have a great time. Right, so if we go back over here, I mean, it's even looking like this might just be a bit of a hallucination, you know?
Yeah.
We're not logging this creating meme job token. Let's go create a meme job fun token. And yeah, it does. Okay, it looks like it's signing it though.
I mean, it should send us the receipt back.
Yeah, it's not even calling this. That's
a transaction.
It's not even calling this tool. Yeah, it's not. Okay, let's first off we'll just add a lot. Let's go this dot contact. Yeah, let's add this login first just to see that the actual plugin is initializing. And we have initializing log suppressed for clean startup experience. Okay. Oh, right. Actually, I think there's an environment variable. I think there's an environment variable to add. Disable logs true. Yeah, let's go disable logs false. Right, let's do it one more time. So I'm hoping here we have this log memejob plugin, memejob fun plugin initialized. Hello world plugin initialized. Interesting. Oh yeah, initializing directly provided plugin. Memejob fun plugin initialized with one tools. So it's there. It's there, but it's not. Doesn't seem to be. Doesn't seem to be calling it. So and that might be to do with the system prompt not being very clear either. Let's just be really very, very specific. Use the meme job. Well, let's have a look at the use meme job fun create token to create a token. To create a token called test token with symbol TT and memo. Was that the memo or was it the metadata? Memo.
It said memo. I wonder if that's where they want the IPFS link to be passed.
Yeah, I think so. I remember.
We have a metadata value on fungible tokens on Hedera.
Here we go. Look, we can see. Yeah, you're right. I think they've just done it in a slightly different approach. They use the mode. So it looks like it's done it here.
Will you take the little tooltip or whatever, the Hedera Discord down? So it's just getting a bit in the way.
Oh yeah, of course. Sure.
There we go.
Yeah, so it's worked, kind of. Obviously, so let's log this receipt now, because this is actually a smart contract call. This is kind of hallucination over here. Receipt.tokenID. Now that receipt, I don't think it would be. Well, we can log it and we can do it again, but I guess that receipt is essentially, it's not going to contain the token ID. Transaction receipt. Where's that transaction receipt? I think this is just a Hedera transaction receipt. So we need to do some post-processing essentially, unless they have it themselves, which maybe that.
Unless they return it for us.
And let's log the receipt. I mean, this is a Hedera transaction receipt. Let's log it, and then we can do the same prompt again. It's a shame that the prompt has to be very descriptive, but I think that's partly because of the system prompt. So if we improve the system prompt, then we wouldn't need to do this so much. But that's fine. For now, we can just iterate and get this to work. There we go. So it's succeeded. Transaction code code 22. We have the contract ID that it's interacted with, and where's the transaction ID usually from this? Token ID. I think usually we can call. Well, let's have a quick look at the implementation of it. So we have this create token method. Let's go over here to the memejob SDK. Has they replied? Nah, not replied yet. Source code, MJ client. So this MJ client contains the create token, which causes the adapter create method. So we're using the Hedera native adapter. Oh, Ash just dropped off. No, it is. I hope his Wi-Fi didn't cut off, or his plane, his thingy might have died. Okay, then it's get receipt with this client. So we're getting the receipt. So from here we should have a transaction ID. So I think if we log the transaction ID, got transaction ID. I think something like that would work. I think. Pretty sure a receipt has the transaction ID. Ah, there he is. He's back. Where do you go, man?
Cafe internet.
What's that?
Coffee shop internet.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, because this is a Hedera response, and I'm pretty sure this is a Hedera receipt, and I'm pretty sure the receipt should contain the transaction ID. But it doesn't seem like it's typing like that. I'm also let's remove the, right, let's go disable logs true. npm run demo auto. Create.
It says 81 tools are loaded. We should probably check.
This is just hard coded.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, anyone done here?
yeah.
Right. Okay. So critical my token symbol empty and memo hello world. Hey Jambu, do you know I'm gonna have a quick look on the because for some reason the X comments don't stream through.
I can go take a look.
Oh, hang on. Are there any comments in here? Doesn't look like there's any comments.
No, I don't think that's done.
I think it might also be when you join, you only see the ones that come after. I hope. Or this is really boring.
I've had the stream up for a while. I don't think there's been any comments.
Okay, interesting. Oh well. Radio. So yeah, do you know what? It's not. You need to really specify with the relevant tool. But again, I think with a good system prompt, then this actually makes this abstracts it up a level. Here we go. Oh no, I take that back. No, it did call it. It logged undefined. So strange. So the response doesn't. Okay, the receipt doesn't contain a transaction ID, which means that it's going to be pretty hard to figure out what the token ID is. I mean, we can obviously look at our account ID over here.
Oh yeah.
And then we can see on Hashscan.
Yeah.
And we should hopefully see some successful token create calls over here from the contract call with a token create child. So it's working. I mean, that's good. It's working. We're minting the right amount. But frustratingly, to then get that token ID, you need to do some funky logic. So maybe that.
You know, the only one solution would be just to point to mainnet. But then, you know, we don't want people buying that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I closed it. I didn't mean to close it. Why did I close it? Really? Idiot. I accidentally closed it, Rev.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, definitely don't want to close that one. Okay, so actually, I'm also going to create another issue because transaction include created token ID and transaction ID
yeah.
in response for
Yep.
create. And what I will say for those developers who are watching, this is a really, even if sort of, this is a really great thing to do when it comes to contributing to open source projects. If you do have an issue, definitely go to the repo and create a ticket, create an issue, because this is basically how people improve their product. And yeah, it's like I'd be very surprised if this doesn't get pushed out into a new release, because it's a useful feature to have. Having the access of the token, the created token ID in there. But yeah, we can. There's no transaction. There's no access. So this we can just delete because unfortunately it's not there. And okay, cool. This logger info. Delete this for the time being because. Removed because token ID is not received. Perfect. Right. I guess Ash, let's go on to the next one. Yeah, let's buy and sell it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, cool. So we'll go. Let's go over back to our task.
Do you have testnet HBAR in your wallet?
Yeah, loads of testnet. Yeah. Well, maybe not because I've put this private key in public, but
yeah.
Don't drain my testnet wallet. So let's do buy. And obviously we'll find one of the previous token IDs that we use and we'll just buy that one.
Yeah.
So we can go. Yep.
Do we know the token ID of the one that?
Yeah. That's over here. Contract call. This is the token ID. Token create. So we can see what. Just to explain to those who are wondering what's happened. We called our token. We called the SDK, which behind the scenes is just doing a contract call. So it's submitting a contract execution transaction to the Hedera network. And within that contract execution, we're using the Hedera system contract, which is basically a way to interact with the native Hedera token service, the really high performance DLT, the DLT consensus algorithm. And we're interacting with the native token service through Solidity. So we're actually then calling this token create, this create fungible token system contract inside of the Solidity, which is creating this token ID over here. So this is a native Hedera token. It's not an ERC20 smart contract. It's a native Hedera token. So we can go over to, we've completed 2. Let's go continue with task 3 using a process task list using Claude Force. Oh, stop. We need to obviously remember, let's add in the documentation for buy.
Yep, that's right.
Need to remember that. So we're going to copy this in and reference these docs. Skadoosh. Ash, while this is going, I'm just going to fill up a minute.
Yeah. If you've got any recommendations for how we can be better or different things that you'd like to see us do in Hashgraph Hustlers, leave a comment, let us know. We realize that, as with programming in general, we run into issues when vibe coding as well. So if you've got any recommendations for us, just call at us.
True that. I didn't hear what you said, but true that. Okay. Let's see what's cooking up now. So the create tool, nice, it's looking decent so far. Technically referral optional. Okay.
Now, do we tell it how many tokens we want to buy, or do we just tell it how much HBAR we want to spend?
So we tell it the amount of tokens we want to buy. That's a good point. So actually, there's
Is
that's how it's set over here. Amount of tokens to buy.
okay.
But if we have a look at the ABI, I'd be surprised if they didn't have a function for both.
I mean, I'm just thinking like we need to know the price because we know how much Hashgraph.
Yeah. So buy job. Okay, interesting. Because they have the option on their application where you can choose the amount of tokens that you want, or you can specify the amount of HBAR that you want to use. Maybe they do some sort of mapping. Hedera exchange rate, times no.
Just because, like for our example, for speed, it would be great if we could just like buy 10 HBAR. So then we wouldn't need to like query the current price back into it.
Right, yeah. I guess, look, there is this here. They've got the meme job quote function. So we could technically call the meme job quote smart contract. I don't think this has been added in their doc.
Oh, right. Okay, so what do they want us to do?
Yeah, so it looks like this is the only way. You need to specify the amount.
The amount of the token to buy.
Yeah. It's not going to be the end of the world because it's just testing it. But I think for this it would be good. I need to shoot off in 10. So we're gonna let's do this buy one and then let's wrap up.
Okay, sure.
Well, actually, we might be able to do sell as well. Let's have a quick review.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is looking all good. We've got the meme job buy. It's not been exported from there yet. But meme job buy. Calling
we better switch the music up one more time.
Yes. Let's do daydreaming. Okay, so we've got the meme job client. Now, there's probably a better way we could probably just instantiate this meme job client in the plugin and then pass it down just once, but that's a small detail. It looks like it's done the similar implementations in the past. Get token, cool. Amount, yeah, amazing. So this is looking like it's sort of working well. Again, doesn't look like we get the transaction. Doesn't look like we get the transaction ID, so we're gonna have to check it on the block story. This would be something which would be good to add. But if we accept that, and then we look at the next thing, I think it's done all of this. Yeah, continue with the whole task. It's actually done all of this. But what it hasn't done is it's not actually brought it back into the plugin. So maybe we need to do that manually. There we go. Yeah, it's realized that it's done it all. Amazing. And it's doing that exporting stuff too. Cool. So that's gone over here. Now we need to amazing. That's good. That's very good. So like Ash, how does this compare to previous times where we have done vibe coding without this structure?
Yeah, this is a lot better. It like grounds us. It's like we spent 15 minutes getting the PRD done, and now it's a source of truth that we can got. It's just like you would do with a product team and a developer team.
Exactly. I think I'm going to be using this to help build out the agent kit, to help build out maybe a Python agent kit as well. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's like you're totally right. It gives that grounding. It gives that this is what we're doing. Don't do some crazy hallucination stuff. And obviously, you need to know when and where to give more context. Good example is with the documentation, plugging that in every single time, but it's worth it. So, okay, let's test this then. Skip that. Okay, cool. Just shut up, mate. Just stop. You've done a good job. Don't overdo it. Right, and then I guess, yeah, just because I'm a bit tight in time, let's also then say, let's also go, well, we can probably do it in the same, I'll do it in the doc. So complete all of task 4 using process task list and reference these docs. Okay, so do you know what? Let's do this as a background task. Let's do this as a background task. And then we can actually do it in the background while we test it without it writing the same code. So we can go over here. I can say complete all of task 4 using, this is another cool feature from Cursor, and reference these docs. Also refer to the, well, let's just leave it as this. Let's go Claude Force Sonnet. Does it need to be in max mode? Yeah, it needs to be in max mode. Let's click enter there. Bro, I swear I've done this already. Okay, forget about that. Forget about that. Yeah. Let's test it first. Let's test it before going on, because it might be that there was a bit of a dodgy implementation there. So buy memejob tool. So we've got this. I'm gonna buy 1 million of the 10,000 of the token that we just created over here. This token ID of the token from memejob fund.
Yeah, I'd love to see someone create an index of the memejob tokens so that people can just call them by name. Granted, I'm sure that's going to get confusing because there's scammers out there naming theirs the exact same.
Well, but if it's like centrally managed, I mean, that could be a good thing for someone like Give to do, Give chat. Wouldn't it? Because it's like, okay, we've got this person that we trust. So it's done it. Let's see if it's worked. Pay your account. It's done it. It worked. Crypto transfer. So it's called this is the transaction that we just did a couple of minutes ago. Crypto transfer.
Yeah. Okay. I guess the only thing is we didn't account for our decimals, but yeah, it looks like it did.
Whatever. Let's just do a bit more. We'll go by
what, 100 million or something.
Something like that. I'm bullish on this one, bro.
Apparently.
This is testnet. Everything here is testnet.
Yeah, that's right.
Definitely don't recommend.
Oh, we should print out your HBAR balance. We should just print out your balances, your HBAR balance, and then this balance to make it easy.
What do you mean by that?
Because like your HBAR balance should be reducing as your balance of whatever this MD token is.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, we've got a tool for. Oh, it failed this time. Insufficient payer balance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Exactly.
So this is a lot there actually.
So okay. We don't know this. We don't know how much HBAR. So we're not like, it's not returning to us right now and telling us how much HBAR is going to be required.
Yeah, but we can see in this transaction so in the contract call we paid the charge so this is the amount that we sent to the contract, like 0.1 HBAR. That was for the very small amount. Right. And the bigger amount, which just failed over here, the one which failed, it looks like it's not even shown up. It would have failed pre-check. Okay, well let's go. Let's do buy one. What was? I had a few zeros over here, and then we'll do exactly what you suggested, Ash, which is of the token, which is we can print the log. We can print it before and after, and I can top up on the portal if I run out. what I'm doing in the background is I'm just basically doing the next one. So as you can see, it's done it. I mean, I think it's done everything again.
Complete all sub tax.
Nice. So it's done everything. Boom. It's just going to tick everything off. Like once you have the PRD, like bro, we were waffling a lot, but with this, we could have done all of this in maybe 10 minutes max.
Yeah, I think next time we should come with the PRD.
Okay, I think it's good to share one time. But
absolutely.
And boom, it's doing all this stuff. Okay, come on. So I guess we can try a sell. Look, I bought that amount. Let's see how much that costed. Here, oh yeah, still, well, not that much. But this one, if we look at the contract where we can see this one was now.
Wait, that's the same.
Where's the HBAR sent to the contracts? I'm trying to see that.
Yeah, I mean, we could, we could do it the lazy way and just see what your HBAR balance changes.
Yeah. It might actually be that the fee was so much bigger than the HBAR cost that it's kind of insignificant.
Yeah,
we're only buying 0.1 token. Anyway, okay, so we've got the. Let's skip that. Okay, let's just stop everything. We've got the buy and sell working.
Yeah. We got the buy working.
Yes, you're right. We've got the buy working. Accept. Okay, I'll do one more time. We've got the buy working. Let's just quickly. So I don't think we'll be able to do the HBAR balance because I'm in a bit of a hurry.
All right. Yeah.
What we will do. Let's. So this was okay. If we buy, let's just buy like this was 0.1. So we'll buy a bit more just to see the price. Buy 1 million and then 0.1, 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000.
Okay.
Buy and then the token ID is over here.
Is that it? Is that the token ID?
No, you're right. It's not token ID. That's mine. Yeah, that's wrong. Token ID is over here. The token. This is the token ID.
There we go.
Okay. So it looks like without the system prompts, this has been working better than the actual creation. Purchase of however many tokens was successful. So if we go to my account over here, we see we bought 10,000 and we can see that it costed us in the contract call. Here we go, 0.25. So
okay,
basically, because before we were dealing with such small amounts,
right?
It was just dwarfing it basically.
Yeah.
But now, if we then go, okay, great, now sell the same amount of that token. Because it's in the context window.
Okay, yeah.
It should be able to do
maybe it can.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. So we can go to the payer account.
We should have been checking your balance on Hashscan as well. Balance of that token. Or what is your current balance of that token? MT
719. Yeah. Well, let's
no,
do
not your HBAR balance. Not your HBAR balance. But
our MT. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely. I've got so many crap tokens in there. But no, it's worked because look, MT has ended up in our account over here. MT's left.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So it's definitely works.
So,
we did it.
So as a last test, let's buy the token again. Watch your HBAR balance drop, and then let's sell it and watch your HBAR balance rise just from your main account. Yeah, right here. So you've got 719. And let's buy and sell.
I'm just going to add a couple of zeros on it. So this was 719.
719.17.
Action complete. Let's refresh.
Okay.
703.
Okay, all right. Now let's sell that same amount back and see if we get back.
Sell that same amount. 703. So we should get the same amount for it.
It should be pretty close.
718.33. That's
okay.
what we do the fee.
Yeah, that's the AMM fee. Yeah, let's go.
Go.
All in 2 hours. Look at that on the dot.
Absolutely smashed it, man. Let's switch up this.
Integrated.
Oh no, sorry, Ash. Sorry, I've just removed you off the stage. I'm trying to get. There we go. Yeah, we're good now. We're good.
So we integrated the memejob SDK into the Hedera Agent Kit today, and we implemented 3 functions: create token, buy token, and sell token. All smart contract calls, all vibe coded. Let's go.
Yeah, sorry, Ash. Yeah, my bad. I just called you on Slack accidentally. Yeah.
So this is a good template for what we want to see the rest of the community building. If you have an app or a DApp or something, like, reach out. Let's talk.
Yeah, exactly. You can get it in the plugin for sure. And I'm very impressed. I'm very happy with that test-driven deployment. I think we sort of showed it to its maximum extent.
Yeah.
I've really absolutely smashed it. I mean, again, had we not been talking and vibing so much, we literally could have done that in, I think, 30 minutes, everything end to end.
Yeah, maybe an hour, but I mean, we didn't even have our vibe music for the first 25 minutes. So nothing can get done. That's why we were tripping.
That's it, bro. All right, I'm going to wrap up the stream now. I need to jump off and traveling to see my parents now. Take care, everyone. Really appreciate everyone.
Thanks again, Jake.
From the very beginning, there was a dream for a trust layer for the digital future. But in 2012, the technology to achieve such a vision simply did not exist.
It really should be possible for anyone to just kind of wave their hand and carve out a piece of cyberspace and create a world of their own.
3 years later, in 2015, the Hashgraph consensus algorithm was born. In the same year, Mance and Lehman founded Swirlds to bring Hashgraph to life. In August 2018, the Hedera mainnet goes live, minting 50 billion HBARs.
We are about to launch the Hedera mainnet and mint 50 billion HBARs. There will never be another HBAR. This is it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right.
That's it.
Congratulations. Mainnet is live.
In 2019, we announced the Hedera Council to help govern the network, ensuring stability, decentralization, and responsible decision-making globally. On February 13, 2020, Hedera Consensus Service launches on mainnet, marking a new era. 1 year later, Hedera Token Service enabled native tokenization on the Hedera network. With billions of real-world transactions, Hedera has begun to cement itself as a leader in enterprise blockchain. To continue its impact in the digital economy, Hedera creates Stablecoin Studio, an open-source toolkit helping organizations integrate stable digital currencies seamlessly. Through another toolkit, Asset Tokenization Studio is helping making asset tokenization seamless, scalable, and secure. Hedera has taken a bold step forward by contributing its codebase to the Linux Foundation's Decentralized Trust initiative and introducing the Hedera Foundation and Hedera Council, realigning our ecosystem to unlock greater clarity, leadership, and purpose. Looking ahead, Hedera continues to lead with tokenization, digital economies, and beyond. What future will you build?